KABC presents high adventure in the vast reaches of space. Missions of daring in the name of interplanetary justice. Travel into the future with Kit Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol.
Major Sobo has made a real home. He's captured Happy, Carol, the daughter of the Secretary General, and Kit Corey, Commander of the Space Patrol. He has them at his headquarters, an old resort hotel a few miles beyond the fortress on the Parisian Peninsula of Mars. What Sobo does not know is that Carol has notified the security chief on Terra of their whereabouts. An entire squadron is on the way to their rescue now. At the moment, Commander Corey and the group are being taken to the cellar of the hotel, where they'll be held until Sobo decides what to do with them.
Take it easy. No funny business. How many flights of these stairs are there? We're going to wind up in the middle of Mars if we keep this up. It's getting kind of monotonous. Keep it moving. Come on.
I wonder what Soba's going to do with it.
I'm telling what a man like Soba will do. Must be a pretty big dungeon, judging from the size of the rats. Come on, inside. Move along, move along.
On your way, Cadet.
I guess that'll hold him.
It certainly does. Let's go.
I took care of R4 all right, but I'd still like to know what happened with him on Terra.
I don't understand it. I think he was working for an advancement. Sure fouled things up. I still don't think they would have known we were on Terra if it hadn't been for R4.
Exactly what happened?
First, for no reason at all, he slugged Cadet Happy in Corey's ship while it was in the chute. That put suspicion on the ground crew where we were working.
The fool. No wonder Tonga was so furious. You know, Tonga seems to think a great deal of you.
I do my job. Then R4 bungled trying to sabotage Commander Corey's magnetic force equipment and his ship. And then he slugged the space control operator for no other reason than to taunt Corey, who was flying at the time. Then to top it all off, he lost a glove in the space control tower.
I'll admit R4 was a mistake. But don't worry about him. I put him someplace where he'll never make any more mistakes.
He'd better not. My neck may not be of any value to you, Major, but it's the only one I've got. If anybody else ever puts me in this position again, he'll live to regret it.
Is that a threat?
The statement stands, my dear Major. Remember it.
Why, you ungrateful...
Be careful, Major. No one can win here. There's an old saying about honesty among thieves.
You know, Agent X, sometimes your impudence outweighs your value here.
Let's discuss my value, Major. The subject interests me greatly. What are you going to do with Corey's ship? I was around it so much, I became greatly attached to it.
All right. You've earned it. You can have it.
I agree. Small enough payment.
Let's listen in and see what our guests are saying.
I'm trying to tell you. But, Kit, I'm trying to tell you that we're in an awful spot. Because you didn't tell anyone exactly where you were headed.
Well, I couldn't very well tell anybody, Carol. You see, Major Silva has too many spies on Terra. I never know who I can trust. Just a bad break, that's all.
So we dropped the ball. But Sova could fumble, too. I wonder what he's going to do with us.
I'm afraid I'm a pretty valuable hostage to Major Sova.
He could do a lot to your father while he's holding you.
And you.
You know, I'm beginning to resent you two. I don't seem to be of any importance at all. Couldn't you tell Sova that I'm the Secretary General's cousin or something?
I don't think it makes any difference, Happy. Only thing important now is trying to get out of here, and that seems almost impossible.
Don't seem to be saying anything of great value, do they, Major?
We got him and they know it.
I wouldn't be too sure about that if I were you. Corey's a pretty tricky fellow. Sometimes I think you underestimate people.
I'll be the best judge of that. You know, X? We got Corey and they don't know where he is. And another thing, Carol is going to be a very good bargaining hostage with the Secretary General. And don't overlook that space cadet either. Kit Corey thinks a lot of that boy, and he's going to fit in very nicely with my plans. Nobody knows where they are.
Security Chief to Squadron. Security Chief to Squadron, stand by for orders. Commander Corey, Miss Carroll, Commander's Cadet, are on the northern tip of the Parisian Peninsula, near the abandoned fortress and the old resort. Yes. Major Sova's headquarters apparently are there. On our approach, we will all go in demagnetized. We can't take any chance of being Yes. There will be no firing from any ships. You understand that? No firing from any ships. We don't know where Commander Corey is. We will land and attack from the ground. Is that clear?
Unit 4, got it. Unit 12, have it.
Right.
Unit 8, please, sir.
All right, space control from Security Chief. Space control from Security Chief.
Go ahead, Major Donmo.
We're en route to Mars. Orbit 225, 12 degrees high. Over and out. Our code word will be assault. Our code word will be assault.
Assault 1, you're cleared for departure. Out.
Right. Squadron stand by. Squadron stand by. Advance power. Pull up, number 3, pull up. Hold your position, number 12. Hold your position. Space control from Assault 1. Space control from Assault 1. We have departed from the chute. We will call in after we have passed through the sound zone. Is that clear? Over and out.
Out, space control.
Since they don't know on Terra where Major Sova is, we've got plenty of time to decide what we're going to do with them.
Perhaps. You know, Major, sometimes I become confused. Just what is your objective? What am I working for? Besides the fun and the money you pay me.
Stick with me, X9, and you'll be a big man. These namby-pambies and their great plans for a united universe and one planet. What this country needs is a strong organization. Most of these fools are too stupid to enjoy themselves anyway. What they need is a superior power, and I intend to be that power. Stick with me, Agent X, and you'll be a big man.
Could be, I don't know. I think I'll go get cleaned up now, if you don't mind.
All right, but hurry right back. There's a few things I want to talk to you about. In the meantime, let's listen in and see what they're talking about.
Probably not much of any value, Major. Corey's much too smart for that.
He's pretty smart, but they've got to talk. You can be sure of that.
We'll see.
What are you doing, Commander?
Just relaxing, Happy.
we can talk for a little while.
Well, Kit, what I was trying to tell you was that I just got to try and tell you now.
Just talk low so the guards don't hear you, and go ahead, Carol. We only have a certain amount of time till they find out I've disconnected this mic.
Well, what I was trying to tell you was that when Agent X left the ship, I got in touch with Space Control Terra and reported our position. I told them that Agent X was aboard, and I told them that we might be in trouble.
Good girl, Carol. If I know Major Edmondo, our friend Major Sobel will have more company pretty soon now. Only this time in force.
Oh, I've got a little good news for you, too. It's lucky my feet are so big that to get this in.
Oh, half. Six-charge repeller ray. You're wonderful. You're sensational. I could kiss you.
Well, that's what I keep telling myself.
We've got 6 charges in here. Sooner or later, those guards are going to have to bring us food, and when they do...
Okay. We're not too far out of the Mars atmosphere now. Reduce throttles to 120 DUs. Hold your positions. Remember, we go into the atmosphere without power and with our demagnetizers on. No firing from any of the ships. Pull up, number 12. You're lagging.
Well, X, do you feel any better?
Much better, thank you. Well, Major, let's get down to business. What are your plans?
You're going to like this, I'm sure of that.
Is there much action involved? I've been sitting around here all day, you know.
There's plenty of action.
Moccasin to Cobra. Moccasin to Cobra. Moccasin to Cobra.
Come in, Moccasin. This is Cobra.
Lady Diamond here.
Conga.
Lady Diamond, come in.
Bad news. Really bad news. Major Edmondo, the security chief, departed 10 hours ago with an entire squadron. Now they know where our headquarters are, and they're headed right to you.
No.
Up at break, Sova has been warned of the approach of the security chief squadron, Assault 1. But it looks like Kid is ready for whomever is coming to get them out of their confinement. Well, as Happy says, smoke and rockets. It looks like there'll be real action in the next adventure with Kit Corey, Commander-in-Chief of the Space Patrol. Technical director was Al Hayward. This is ABC, the American Broadcasting Company.